Greetings and welcome back to the Shogun channel. And as you can see from the title and my screen, we have reached 2 million downloads. And I hope you're ready because there's a lot of stuff in this campaign. If you haven't taken a look yet at the Grand Order North America site, I'm here to break it all down for you, what you're going to get, what you need to do, and what is going on. So as you can see, the campaign runs from the 18th to the 25th. This follows up Saber Wars. We are going to have a 6-part campaign. It says down here that you can receive up to 13 Saint Quartz and other fabulous items on Wheel of Fate Grand Order. So we did get the 2 million downloads. It wasn't the 5 million banner that came with Bryn. However, as I stated in one of my other videos, they were going to fudge these numbers a little bit just to kind of keep, continuity, stuff like that. So, bam, we got 2 million downloads. Bam, we got up to 13 Saint Quartz. That is almost halfway to a 10 roll. Full of not black keys, and other fabulous items. So what are those fabulous items, you might be asking? Well, let's start with the Saint Quartz. So they say up to 13 Saint Quartz. However, I don't necessarily know that that is the case, because if you are reading the information here, day 1 through 5, you will be getting 5 Saint Quartz each day during this campaign period. So if you're good at math, 2 plus 2 is 4 quick maths. That is 25 Saint Quartz here, because you get total 5 days for a total of 25 Saint Quartz. Now, as I said, 13 is almost halfway to a 10 roll. Well, 25 is much more than halfway to a 10 roll. So if you've got 5 Saint Quartz right now, if you rock out this rest of this banner and you log in every single day, which why wouldn't you? Because if you don't log in every day, do you even Fate Grand Order, bro? You will have a 10 pull that you can use for some of the servants that are coming up later. All right, so that is the Saint Quartz that you will be getting with this. But you're like, but what, Shogun? What about all the other fabulous items that we were promised? Well, bam, another one. You get 5 Blaze of Wisdom star, 4 stars. You're getting 5 HP foes. You're getting 5 attack foes. You're getting 5 golden fruits, which I absolutely need, because if you watch the streams, I burn through golden fruits like they're going out of style. And 5, yes, 5 summoning tickets. So if the 10 pull that you were doing from the Saint Quartz wasn't enough, you now have 5 summon tickets. Now, everybody's going to be like, well, what should I do with all of these? What do I do with all of these Saint Quartz and all of these summon tickets? Save for her. You might say Nero Bride. I say Jalter. Regardless, you got some wiggle room now. You got some Saint Quartz. You got some summon tickets. You got some resources. Now, you might be saying, well, wow, Shogun, that seems like a really fantastic event. Like, that's crazy. But, you said it was a 6-part. That just seems like one. But here we go. Bam, another one. Did you just start? Probably not if you're watching this, but if you are just starting, or you are a new, or maybe you say you want, oh man, I need a second account. That would be fantastic. I really like second accounts. Well, here you go. For new players that are just starting out the game, you are going to get new stuff for the starter campaign. So day 1, bam, you log in, 1 Saint Quartz, 2,000 friend points, and 1 XP card. Bam, day 2, 2 Saint Quartz, 2,000 friend points, and 1 XP card. You can kind of see a trend here. Boom, day 3, 3 quartz. Boom, day 4, 4 quartz. 5, 6. And on day 5 and 6, you also get a summon ticket. Day 7, you are rocking 7 additional Saint cores, 2,000 more friend points, 1 more silver XP card, 1 more silver summoning ticket, 1 golden fruit, and, not shown, 100,000 QP. So this is really going to help get new people into the game. You're going to be starting out with a leg up. I know it's really hard, daunting for some of the newer people. They're like, oh, but I want all the waifus. And you're like, get out of here, kid. You can't have no waifus. Do you even Saints Quartz? But, you know, this is going to be helping them out, you know. Give a little bit to the new guy. Help him out. One of the other things that is going to be going on, because, you know, bam, another one. Campaign, event-specific craft essences. Now, you might go, okay, well, there's no John Alter here. Like, who do I pick? Best girl? John Alter's not here. I guess I'll have to take, you know, somebody mediocre. There's a little bit here for everyone. Personally, I'm going probably for Altera or Skahoth the Thoughty. But like, what do they do? What are these portraits doing? What they are doing is they will be providing you with, they're nothing like super amazing. They're one of those things you put on a back row servant, not a back row, but like one of the servants past your support. And it increases your bond level when completing quests by 50. Now, you might not think that 50 bond points is anything in the grand scheme of things, but we got to do a lot of grinding for bond, and the CE that increases bond percentages bond by a percentage is not due out for a while. So this is something that will be nice for the time being when you're farming hands and you've got some space and, you know, you just want to do your stuff. Plus you got a lot of really nice art on there, and unfortunately you will have to spend mana prisms on it. Unfortunately, you will only be able to get one, much like a lot of the other limited things. But there's more. Bam! A new interlude. Altera's interlude will now be available. This will help increase her noble phantasm damage, which currently right now it's a little mediocre. She's great as just a beat stick. Her stats are really good, but her noble phantasm does kind of taper off a little bit. So hopefully with the strengthening of the noble phantasm, she will be a little bit more used. I feel bad. She is good civilization, and she doesn't get as much love as she should. So on to the next thing. Bam, another mystic code, because I know everyone's saying, well, I've already leveled all of my other mystic codes, and I really was looking for something to do, and, you know, leveling mystic codes it just takes a little bit of time out of your day. So yeah, let's just get a new mystic code for everybody. But what does this mystic code provide that other mystic codes don't provide? Well, your skills on this one are going to be mana burst. You're going to be able to increase one ally's buster card damage for 1 turn. This scales from 40% at level 1 all the way up to 60% at level 2. Your second ability is going to be called Conviction of Victory. This just gives you straight up critical stars, so 10 at level 1, 20 at level 10. The third skill is really good. I'm actually kind of interested with this one and how it's going to work out in the future. But this one is Knight's Oath, and it grants one ally gut status for 1 turn. At level 1, your servant will revive with 2,000 hit points, and at level 10, you will revive with 4,000 hit points. Now, we will have to do a quest to get this, but it should be pretty easy, and in the event. Now, you might be saying, wow, that's a lot of stuff, because that's what I said when this first came out. I was like, wow, That's a lot of stuff. Actually just kind of like that. That was pretty much how I said that. But another one. While we have the 2 million download campaign, we will be having the 2 million download campaign summons banner. And as you can see from the banner, we are getting 3 new servants. And boom, Brynhilder. Boom, Beowulf. Boom, Fionn. Kind of like Theon. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Voice of St. Quartz will probably come into my stream and be like, hey dude, you pronounce things terrible. To which point I say, don't worry, Voice of St. Quartz, I do this on purpose just for you. One of the more hype Lancers of the year, Brynhilder, will be out for this banner. I'm excited. I know a lot of other people are excited. I will potentially do a servant overview of her, but let's just say right now, she's a pretty exciting servant to have. Beowulf, another 4-star berserker. If you don't have a berserker and you can pick this guy up, seems pretty good. I don't know much about Fionn, mostly because I am focused on my Bay Brynhilder up there. So these will be the servants that you will be able to get during this event, because, you know, rate up is a lie, and you will be spending all of the St. Quartz and all of the summoning tickets that you got from this event on this, and then you're going to be sad when Nero Bride and Jalter come out. But that is a completely different story. Now, with this banner, you also get, boom, 2 new CEs. This 5-star Vessel of the Saint applies immunity to debuffs by 3 times and increases NP gain by 15% by yourself. This also has some pretty decent stats, with attack going up by 1,000 and HP going up by 1,600 for max. And then you have Golden Millennium Tree, which actually this one is kind of interesting to me. I want to see how this would work out for a self-healer like Medea Lily, maybe a Nero Bride, just to make them a super tank. But what this does is, at max, it'll increase your hit points by 2250, but the skill increases your max hit points per turn by 200 all the way up to 3,000. Now, that would be a really, really long fight, but it would be pretty interesting to see where that goes. Now, you might say, but Shotgun Shogun, I feel like there was something missing. You said this was a 6-part campaign. You went over the St. Quartz. You went over the items. That was number 2. You went over the CEs. That was number 3. You went over the commemorative Mystic Code. That was number 4. You talked about the new players. That was number 5. But what was the number 6 one? Well, as I predicted previously, we are getting a half AP Ember Gathering quest for the week, which means farming hands for XP and mana prisms is much cheaper. And we need it. After all of these servants that we've summoned over the past month, the banner after event after event, we have a lot of very hungry servants and not a lot of XP cards. So they have graced us with a week of half AP XP. Now, what does that mean for you? That means that you can get caught up. What does that mean for me? That means I had promised a 24-hour Shotgun Shogun Fate Grind Order Dank Meme stream. So starting this Saturday at noon Eastern, I will be streaming nothing but me farming hands for 24 hours. And not wanting to do this in the slightest. But anyways, guys, yeah, that is the event. I will be streaming on Saturday. I will also be doing a battle roll 1v1 against Voice of St. Quartz, a 10 pull. Winner takes all, and the loser pays for the winner's St. Quartz. It should be good. It should be interesting. I want to make this a thing. Any other YouTube content creators that would like to challenge me to a roll-off, by all means, reach out and hit me up. Join the Discord. And for those of you who haven't yet, we will be going through and renouncing. We do have a... sorry, words. They're tough. Down below, we've got a giveaway for a $40 gift card for St. Quartz. Make sure you enter it. If you haven't, hit up the Discord. Hit me up on Twitter to watch me post a bunch of memes and my predictions on what's coming up. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope to see you on the stream Saturday and on the battle roll. And as always, guys, I'm the Shotgun Shogun, and I will catch you later. Peace.